They're going to the church. The most remarkable comings. Lazarus come back from the dead, and he says, Laza who? And he's going to church. This is one of the first episodes I watched of The Simpsons when I was living in the United States. And I didn't know what I didn't know the definition of awareness and higher consciousness levels. That is not higher. They are not lateral. They are not inferior. They are not inside. It's different. That's what it is. Different. And some people, all the children are born like that, so it's always the same story. But I want to speak only about The Simpsons because it's always the same pattern. I mean, about awareness, about like matroskas, the awareness of awareness, and then you jump to another dimension where it cannot be explained anything with words, nothing. It's like when you meet death, heaven, hell. That's the dimension I'm not talking about, because it is impossible to express with few words through the screen. But the Simpsons have been doing it for 30-something years. When I was living in the United States, I was the quantum white sheep, or the quantum black sheep, is the same one. Because the black sheep as the concept, but the white sheep as literally I was living in a building and I was the only white person. So I was the quantum white sheep, being the black sheep. All my friends were 7 years older than me. And they said that I grew up very fast by my experience in the United States. It was only that I could express a little bit better in English, because when I arrived, my vocabulary was good, but my understanding was so bad that sometimes it was difficult to keep a deep, interesting conversation. And then, after 3 months with them, I was having conversations. I was 19, they were 26. I don't know if they ever tried drugs, and I don't care, because I didn't know what drugs were. I didn't smoke, drink, or anything. I was only 19. But these whole experiences, I always said all my life that I am who I am, because the inflection point was United States. We gave me a lot of, I don't know the word. It's like, it's not that. Okay, I had to search with artificial intelligence, because I asked Alexa and she said humility, and I know that. But what I learned in United States was humbleness, because humility, I know it because it's like in Spanish, but humbleness, for whatever reason, being aware. And maybe I was suffering of being too humility, which is not suffering, but I mean going a little bit deeper into that. Until you realize that people misunderstand humility with wickedness. And people without empathy and people with empathy are two different universes. completely different universes. And then from that, intention is irrelevant. Intention is only relevant when you are aware of yourself. If you're not aware of yourself, your intentions are made by your rational mind. Because whatever reason, you want to succeed, you want to have some social prestige, like helping people. When you are not aware of who you truly are, being honest, why are you trying to fill this or empty that? And I'm not saying that everyone doing something is doing it for that reason. Absolutely nothing like that. I'm saying that I can feel it through 3 different aspects. And I never know which aspects are. I need to find out 3 connections to see the genuinity of that person. And it doesn't matter the level of awareness of that person. The higher, the easier. But it's not higher. So it's not a competition, and that's the problem. That people keep studying and following, and rational mind, and zip your rational mind. So the Simpsons creators, they don't need any explanation for what I said. And they would understand every single of my videos. Some of them would say, okay, I don't get it, but I know what I don't get. Today, watching The Simpsons, it was like the most basic things, but how subtle they are parodying every single group of the whole society. And in this episode, it's like, but it's always because the episode buying the caravan, right? That's the previous one of this one that Bart is complaining about not having the most modern lawn mower. And Homer said, don't complain about that, about what other people have, blah, 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 giving the best suggestion to his child. And then Flanders comes with an amazing caravan. Oh, cool for Brad. And the other say, Bart, shut up. So, and the other guy was so nice, and he was like, wow, he's pretending. He's well. Homer has all these qualities. All the qualities that he's not aware of anything. So he's the best and the worst. And he's not aware of that. But they are showing there is not a single person that can survive having all these qualities, so good and so bad, so because there is no honesty in between, like there is honesty with himself from his not rational mind. He doesn't even have a rational mind. He doesn't even have an intention because he doesn't know what he's doing. And that's the problem of the society. And that's why, Father, forgive them because they don't know what they are doing. It's because they are aware of nothing, and they are going to love you or kill you whenever they feel like, because they think they feel it, but they have no fucking idea what they're talking about, because they are following this school or that religion or that movie or that. Just connect them all. If you want to do it that way, external way, connect them all. And if not, do it on your own through your whole experience of life, not only bodily and mentally, also externally, by dreaming, waking up not knowing that you are awake, or the other way around. But when I was 11, I saw everybody wanted to be a teenager, and I was still this child. And I had this existential crisis, and I spoke with my parents, but I couldn't tell them what I said today. But I was trying to explain something, and I saw that they couldn't understand anything. And I felt that all my life, because I am sure every single child has felt that they are not understood for much. It doesn't matter how understandable their parents are. They have no fucking idea what the child is meaning, because even the child doesn't know what he is really meaning, because there are no words to express what's inside and outside that boy. So some of them, they have the escape valve, and they create an invisible friend. And I would have loved speaking with some of the child with this invisible friend, because I don't know if I had an invisible friend, and I don't care, but I know experiences with invisible friends when I was 4 years, and I don't know if it was my friend or my friend's friend. It doesn't matter. Because everything is so natural. Whenever you are following and or studying, you are not living your life with your dreams, with your fears, with your desires. Not being afraid of death at all. Feeling like you can be dying every night and feeling a new one every morning. Killing your rational mind knowing this. And then when you are in a trance, because everybody is in a trance in many, many, many different ways, but when they try to express with words, they are just making that only unique true meaning as the sacred sentence. And that means a lot and nothing at the same time, because it has many other subtle differences, little by little, lots of different nuances, through double meaning, through the meaning, and it's like a network. People who talk about awareness without being aware of what awareness is, they are talking from the scientific perspective, and they talk about near-death experiences or drugs or meditation, and all of them have the same problem with the society. There is a lack of bridge of what they have been experiencing and what the society is understanding. And the Simpsons is talking about that always. And I'm not gonna say, oh, they've been discovering all these kind of things. And who doesn't and who didn't? My mother used to be like that. Yeah, at least 3 times. And I'm not proud or ashamed. That's the problem with the humans, because they see everything a duality, like proud or ashamed. And there are many other things, because it's like that all the time. People are so fucking dual. And in Spain, there was a TV series now called Los Serrano, and probably it's about the Simpsons perspective. But I didn't watch a single episode. Nothing, but I know the end, because everybody knows the end. And who knows, maybe nobody understood Los Serrano, or most of the people who thought they understood Amanece que no es poco, for instance. Because I had created 4 different stories from my real life about what is the effect of Amanece que no spoke. For me, it's a pattern. And I have like 4 stories in my life. And Los Serrano is like, could be like the Simpsons, right? The Simpsons is not the Smiths. They could be in Spanish, would be Lopez, González. But the Simpsons, Los Serrano. I have no idea what the TV series is about. And I'm not going to watch it. Because for a long time, long time ago, I only watch or do or work what I feel I have, what I feel I want, what I feel I have the pleasure to do it, instead of the obligation or any other reason that could be any paraphernalia, goal like gold, money, fame, victories when you are only searching for that, you are missing the whole thing, instead, because life is a game and it's about playing. And victory, just victory, is if you win a game. But if you didn't play that game because you were a professional winner, maybe you didn't learn, you are feeling great, you are feeling awesome above the others. What if you didn't get anything from that victory, and some of the other children who lost get beaten up by their parents, or they don't get a scholarship, for instance, and you were rich, and the whole team is better because they are better fed, better trained, better equipment, better everything, and you still feel so proud. I wouldn't feel ashamed, but those are, for me, like the 2 sides of the spectrum about these kind of situations.